Welcome guys to a money management video for binary options. Um, in binary options, when it comes to money management, it's also very important that you have a strict trading plan. If you don't have a strict trading plan, the chances of you losing your account is actually pretty high. Um, when it comes to the psychology in binary options, it's probably one of the most difficult to surpass. So that's why keeping a strict money management plan is important. So in this video, I'm gonna keep it very short. I'm not gonna spend that much time on this whole video. Probably gonna be like around 8 to 10 minutes, maybe even less. But let's get started. I'm gonna teach you 4 different types of money management plans. I personally use 3, but let's get started. So the first one is CBOC, which is constant base of capital. This is more of a beginner type of money management plan. So if you're just getting started in the binary options, or you're still very new, you want to use CBOC. What CBOC is, it's just taking 2% of your current capital. So I put an example right here as well. If you started with $500, the trade you would put the base amount you would put for every trade will be just $10. So say you use CBOC and then you gain your account up to around 570, 2% of that is just $11, right? So it will say you start with 500 and then you lost $10, so now you have like $490, 2% of that, right guys? So that's pretty much what it is. Very simple, very easy. It's just taking 2% of your current capital. Now let's get to the second one. The second one is called constant base of profits. Now, what it is just using your profits to trade. So usually you would use this money management plan when you're testing new strategies, or if you want to risk less than your usual amount. So say you don't want to use CBOC, you don't want to put your capital on the line, you want to put your profits on the line instead, right? So say there's like a volatile market and you're trying to see, you're not really sure on the trade and you're testing out a new strategy. You would use constant base of profit. So it doesn't eat into your main capital, it just eats into your profit, right? So when should you switch to this money management plan? You would switch to this money management plan after your account has grown to 15%. So you have $500 and now you grew it to $575. This is when it's a good time to whenever you feel like testing a new strategy, or you want to risk a little bit less than your usual amount, you would wait until you have 15% account growth, right? So there's also a formula that comes with it. So let me just bring up the formula right here. So the formula is just your current base, your current balance, which is say 575, which is your current balance, and then your open balance, which is your starting amount. So you started with $500, that would be your open balance, and then you would multiply it by 2%. So then here's another example formula right here. Your current balance is $800, but you started off with 500. 2%, $6 per trade. So constant base of profit. Now you're just putting your profits on the line. You're not putting any of your main capital on the line. Very safe. Very good to test new strategies out, but you want to get that mentality in instead of using the demo. But now let's get to the next one. Now this one is actually a little bit more aggressive depending on the circumstance. So say you have less than your starting amount, it will be a little bit too aggressive, but this really depends on what type of trader you are. So this one right here is called fixed amount base, which is just FAB. It is a fixed percentage based on the starting balance, no matter of the growth or loss of the account. So say you have I'm gonna go back to the other example. You started with 500, now you have 800. you would just want to do 2% of 500. So, you know, you would just doing $10 trades on with a $800 account. Pretty much what it is. There's nothing really much to really go into it. It's very simple, very self-explanatory. And yeah, so what I mean by this can be a little bit too aggressive is, say you have high 500 and then you lost, you know, 50. So now you have $450 in your account. You will still be doing $10 trades because you're basing off your starting amount, right? So now we get on to my favorite. This is actually the most aggressive one, and very, very important disclaimer that this strategy is to be used for more advanced traders, as this money management strategy is used to aggressively compound your account and taking on a little bit more risk, right? So this is the fourth money management plan, and this one is called 3-step chain. Now, if I try to explain it, it's going to seem a lot more confusing, so I'm just going to give you a straight up example formula. So, get rid of this. And so this is the example formula. You started your account with $1,000. You would take out 15% of that $1,000. You now have $150. You would split this into 3 cycles. And what I mean by that? This. So this may seem confusing to you at first, so I'm gonna just mark this like a yellow or something like that. This may seem confusing, but these are the cycles. And now I go on to what they mean. So for the next example, I'm gonna use 2-2-1. So I'm gonna bring this up right here. 2-2-1. So to find out how many you will put in for your base amount for every single trade, what you would do is, for example, I'm using 2-2-1. You'll do 2 divided by 5 times 150, which equals to $60. That's the first 2. The second 2 is the same exact thing. 2 divided by 5 times 150. And guess what? It equals $60. Now the last one is 1. 1 divided by 5 times 150, which equals 30. So hopefully this guys makes it more sense. And yeah, so say the first trade you take of the day, and you're using this 3-step chain, it will be $60. And you go on to your second trade. Your second trade will be $60 again. And then your third trade will be $30. After you've done 3 trades using this cycle already, all it does is just restart. Now you're back at 60, 60, 30. Now say you're doing the cycle, you win this trade, but the second one you lost. You wouldn't wait until you win a trade. You would just move on to the next one. Regardless if you win or not, you move on to the next one. And it repeats. So like I said, this strategy is a lot more aggressive. I really don't recommend this if you're new. So if you haven't been trading for more than a few months on binary options, I don't recommend you trying this money management plan strategy. So hopefully you guys enjoy this money management strategy. Like I said, I wanted to make it as quick as I can. I didn't want to waste any of you guys' time, and I know people learn best when it's visual like this. So yeah, and I plan on making more videos, educational videos, especially with Trend, amazing algo, amazing algo. So usually I trade binary options as well as indices like US30, and then I trade GA. So I look forward to creating more content for you guys, and pretty much that's it. Peace.